friends. They came to the island of Sodor to help the engines do a useful day's work for Sir Topham Hatt. But only one engine was a good worker and the other was a bad worker. The friends meant well, but their bodies did cause confusion. Sir Topham Hatt had given them a new coat of paint, 16 brown and Wilbert blue, but he was still planning to send an engine to the scrapyard for extra dirty work. There was a coach at the yard that came to the island as well to help carry even more passengers than ever before. Things always went wrong when his trains were late. He was blamed when his trains were late, and he was appreciated when his trains were early. Wilbert began to worry. His friend, 16, was angry. "You passenger-carrying nuisance," he grumbled. "I'd rather leave you behind. That's what I'd rather do." "You can," said the coach. "I'm essential." "Oh, are you?" rumbled 16. "You're nothing but trouble and a nuisance, just like what I thought when all's said and done. For worrying Wilbert so much. Take that!" "Oh! Woo!" cried the coach. "You should have behaved better than that." The coach behaved better after that, until one day 16 had an accident. The rails were slippery. He couldn't stop in time. 16's buffers had poked a hole right through a water tower. He wasn't hurt, but he was wet, and Sir Topham Hatt was most annoyed. "I am disappointed in you, 16. I didn't expect such troublesomeness from you. I have decided to send Wilbert back and keep you." "I'm sorry, sir," said 16. "You should be," continued Sir Topham Hatt. "You have caused confusion and delay. Now Henry will have to do all your jobs and his own jobs at the same time while you have your front mended. Henry won't like that." Sir Topham Hatt was right. Henry grumbled dreadfully about extra work all morning. "Anyone would think," laughed Wilbert, "that 16 had his accident by mistake. I heard about an engine who crashed into an old freight van to a goods train with the flying kipper." "Shut up," grumbled Henry. "It's not funny." He hated when an engine talked about his accident. All the other engines enjoyed teasing Henry about his flying kipper accident. Well. "Surely, Henry, it was you who crashed into that old freight van. You didn't say." Henry didn't say a word. His coaches were coupled in front of the spiteful coach, and he puffed crossly away. "Henry's cross," snickered the spiteful coach. "Let's try to make him crosser still." "We'll try," whispered the coaches to each other. Henry did his best, but he was exhausted when they arrived at the station. Luckily, Wilbert was there. "Help me up Gordon's Hill, please," panted Henry. "These coaches are behaving just like troublesome trucks." "We'll show them," said Wilbert. Slowly and gently but surely, the two engines forced the coaches up the hill. But Henry was losing steam. can't do it! I can't do it!" he shouted. "Leave it to me," called Wilbert. And he pushed as hard as he can. But he pushed so hard, the coach was squished between Wilbert and the coaches. His driver and fireman were most anxious. "Go steady!" they shouted. "The coach is breaking!" But it was too late. The coach was in pieces and no one was hurt. Just then, James arrived to clean up the mess. Sir Topham Hatt was on board. "I might have known it would be Wilbert," he said. "Wilbert was kind, sir," said James. "Henry had no steam left, but Wilbert worked hard enough for 3. I heard it from the yard." "2 would have been enough," said Sir Topham Hatt. "I wish I could be fair, Wilbert, but I really don't know." "I'm really not kidding. Trust me." Sir Topham Hatt was making up his mind about which engine to send away. That's another story.